On this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog, I review the new movie Game Night. Is this movie worth rolling the dice on and seeing in theaters? I'll let you know my thoughts coming up. Welcome back to Jeffito's Movie Blog. I'm Jeff Malicki, and if you love movies as much as I do, hit that subscribe button. I bring you movie news, movie reviews, trailer reaction videos, box office predictions, and so much more. So hit that subscribe button, and then click the little bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything. Max and Annie's weekly game night gets kicked up a notch when Max's brother Brooks arranges a murder mystery party, complete with fake thugs and federal agents. So when Brooks gets kidnapped, it's all supposed to be part of the game. As the competitors set out to solve their case, they start to learn that neither the game nor Brooks are what they seem to be. The friends soon find themselves in over their heads as each twist leads to another unexpected turn over the course of one chaotic night. Game Night stars Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams, Billy Magnussen, Sharon Horgan, Lamorne Morris, Kylie Bunbury, and Kyle Chandler. It is rated R for language, sexual references, and some violence. Alright, so Game Night stars Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams as a married couple who met and fell in love because they are both very competitive and they both enjoy playing games. Any kind of game, from trivia to Pictionary to charades, classic board games, they just love playing games. And so they host a game night once a week at their house with two other couples. One day, Jason Bateman's brother, played by Kyle Chandler, shows up, and they have a bit of a sibling rivalry going on, and so he decides to host the next game night at his house and kick it up a notch by doing a murder mystery game. And really, that's all I'm going to tell you about the plot of this movie, because I feel this is one of those films where the less that you know about it, the more fun that you'll have with it. It's one of those movies where the trailer does give away quite a bit of the film, so if you haven't seen the trailer yet, don't. Just stay away. But if you have, you should know that there are still plenty of laughs and twists and turns that were not ruined by the trailer. It's just that the certainly does show quite a bit. So let's get into the good, starting with the cast. I thought everyone in this movie was fantastic. I really enjoyed Jason Bateman and Rachel McAdams, and the on-screen chemistry that they had, you could tell that they really enjoyed playing off each other. The other couples were really good as well. Kyle Chandler is Jason Bateman's brother. Even though he isn't in the movie a whole lot, when he is on screen, he's really good. But the standout to me was Jesse Plemons as the cop who lives next door. He plays the socially awkward, kind of creepy vibe so well. I loved him in this. The way that he plays off the other couples is brilliant. I really liked some of the cinematography in this movie, which is kind of weird to say about a comedy, but they make frequent use of this macro photography camera trick when switching scenes where it looks like it's actually part of a board game or whatever, and I thought that was really clever and really helped to drive home the theme and the title of the film. Also, there's one scene where it's shot to look like it's all one take. Now, I seriously doubt it was all one take. They probably did some nifty editing tricks in post-production to make it look like it was all one shot. But if it was all one shot in one take, it was simply incredible. You'll know it when you see it, and I wasn't expecting something like that in a movie like this, so that was a little bit of a fun surprise. This movie does take quite a few twists and turns that I wasn't expecting, and kind of keeps you guessing. It's like, oh, you're going there, okay. And the movie takes you on a fun ride that it's different from where you thought it might go, but it's still very enjoyable. And the film does have a couple of running jokes, but they're done in such a way where they'll set it up, move on to something else, and then quite a ways later they'll deliver the payoff. And that works most of the time. There is one running joke involving the African-American couple that I thought went on just a little bit too long, and the payoff didn't quite land for me, but it did initiate quite a bit of laughs from the rest of the people in the audience, so that's how I would call that a win. There isn't a whole lot of negative for me. Some scenes drag on just a bit or two way too long, but then it quickly picks right back up. And again, there were a few jokes that didn't land, but actually the biggest negative for me, again, is the trailer that it did give away quite a bit of the best moments. Now, there's still plenty of moments that weren't in the trailer, but I cannot state this enough. If you are interested in seeing this movie, do not watch the trailer beforehand. Just trust me on this. But overall, the humor did land most of the time, and that is exactly what a comedy is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you laugh, and I laughed quite a bit during this one. Now, it wasn't a great film by any means, but I did have a lot of fun with it, and I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I might going into the movie. I'm going to give Game Night a 3.5. No, you know what? The more I think about this movie, the more that I like it, so I'm going to give Game Night a 4 out of 5. Bottom line, this is one of the better comedies in recent years. There are moments where it's unpredictable, a few bits where it gets to be a little too over the top or unbelievable at times, but it is still a really fun and enjoyable comedy. There haven't really been that many good, straight-up, pure comedies lately. It is thoroughly entertaining throughout, and while this one isn't as gut-busting, laugh-out-loud funny as movies like There's Something About Mary, or Meet the Parents, or even the first American Pie movie, which are some of my favorite comedies of all time, there was enough here that I had a really good time with it, and I highly recommend you go and check it out. Maybe not one to rush out to the theaters to see, but definitely worth a watch on Netflix or Redbox or on demand. I don't know if it has a lot of rewatchability, but I do think it's worth a watch for sure. It's just a really enjoyable film. So those are my thoughts on Game Night. Have you seen it yet? If so, what did you think? What are some of your favorite movies starring Jason Bateman or Rachel McAdams? Whatever you think, leave your comments down below and let's have a great discussion about movies. Thank you for watching this episode of Jeffito's Movie Blog. If you want to watch more, then go ahead and click right over here for more great content. And if you've not subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and do so right now, and then share this video with all your movie-loving friends. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, I will see you at the movies. Bye-bye.